Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fud's playing World End Economica. It's time to bake some cookies, so let's join us, shall we? Let's first ready the utensils. Okay. Following Lisa's instructions, I collected the utensils and set them on the table. Since it would be bad to get your clothes dirty, here, put this on. Lisa handed me an apron. This was something she always had done when making dinner. I'm gonna put this on. What are you going to use? Me? Since I'm just giving directions, I wouldn't need one. What? Okay, let's first get 150 grams of butter. Here. 150 grams? Oh, this scale was calibrated for earth use. Just divide by 6 and you'll be fine. What's next? 200 grams of cake flour. That doesn't divide easily. Treat it like real life. Make compromises. Such nonsense. This will be fine, right? What's next? 70 grams of granulated sugar, bit of baking powder. Just go for one egg yolk, but I guess a whole egg would be fine. Can you crack an egg? Hey, at least separate yolk, you know. Okay, once you place all over the table, spread out a paper towel beneath the sifted flour well. If you do a half-hearted job here, the flour will be all clumped up. Oh yeah. I guess this is like similar to this in the kitchen before. While recording some medicine ages ago, I tapped the sieve, springing flour down. Oh, your mum said make cookies, huh? Wonder if mine would match with them. No idea. I'm a bit young to be able to pick up a wife's taste, so I guess it wouldn't be surprising if I lost. I ignored her words and continued to sift flour. Meanwhile, Lisa poured hot water from a pot into a large bowl. What are you doing? I've got to soften the butter a bit. Are you done with the sifting? Something like this, right? Okay, here. She handed me a small bowl of butter and a whisk. What? Slightly dip the bowl in the butter into hot water, then stir slowly while the butter is softening. We're just softening the butter, so don't melt it. Afterwards, just keep stirring. Don't give me such a difficult instruction. You must take a shot at everything in life. I heaved a sigh and sank the bowl into hot water a bit, and started letting the butter melt a little, just so I was told. Next to me was Lisa the foreman, staring at me, shouting out things on a whim like, "You're pushing it in too much," or "Put more guts into it." Finally, the butter had become somewhat loose and I broke it up forcefully and mashed it down. So, how long do I keep stirring? Until it gets to be like a melted vanilla ice cream. We don't need electric mixers. We're in a low gravity environment, so quit complaining. What does gravity have to do with it? I ended up hooking my bowl and started stirring it. At first it was sticking to a stirrer, so it wasn't sure if it would be mixing it or just crushing it, but eventually it started turning into viscous, so it felt more like mixing. Lisa added a pinch of salt, and then after more mixing, dropped the egg in. Okay, keep on mixing, keep on mixing. Lisa of all people started talking in a strange rhythm. I was pretty much totally into it, mashing things around. And then Lisa lifted her head a bit. Oh, Hagana. When I looked up from her bowl, Hagana was frowning and looking this way, as upset as I could be. "We're making cookies. Will I come help too?" "I won't." Hagana phrased it simply and walked across the living room to a bathroom. She hasn't been in this bad a mood for a while. Isn't she always like this? When she's in a good mood, she'd ponder it a bit before saying no. I see. With that, I started getting the feeling I was beginning to understand why Lisa bothered with me. I wonder if she got hit with that difficulty or a problem. Lisa was gradually adding cake flour into a bowl. I put my heart into mixing it up so it wouldn't clump up. There should at least be motorised cooking implements. So how long do I keep mixing? A bit longer. Alright, no more complaints, mister. You're going to enjoy some delicious cookies afterwards. I want to meet them out of manual labour. Stop quibbling. Lisa popped me in my head and I brushed my hand away as I thought it'd be a nuisance. At that moment, Lisa's mobile terminal let out a ring. That sounds like a phone. Oh, phone call. Lisa got up off a table, picked up a terminal on the wall, and was surprised at the number. Sorry, just keep mixing with this for a bit, okay? With that, she went in the direction of the bathroom. I could only hear a muffled voice through the door, but she sounded happy to me. I inadvertently strained my ear to hear, probably because of a little bit of jealousy on my part. And thus a sudden ding-dong, like the sound of notes on a dried-up xylophone, gave me a fright as though I had been caught misbehaving. What? When I looked around, the door to her bathroom was open. I could Lisa's face as she was talking to a terminal. Can you hold on a second, Hal? Go get it. What? The door! Oh! It appeared to sound like come from the intercom. Setting a bowl down, I walked half-heartedly over towards the entrance of the church. Lisa went back into the bathroom and continued a conversation. But who would visit this place? Perhaps there was a certain Toyama who had come to collect debts again. Well, pardon that, I slid open my bolt and opened the door. There stood a petite figure wearing a raincoat, staring it down an electronic notebook, typing away at it. Oh, she's interesting. She looks kind of cute underneath that hat and raincoat. Though, while it was a petite figure, there were bulges on either side of her hips indicating there was some large packages being transported. The figure was slim, but it was probably a boy. No, that's definitely a girl. As I looked suspiciously at him, he started talking before looking up. Good afternoon. I'm a Kunko, you usual vegetables. I have questions also for Miss... And as he looked up, he froze. I could see beautiful blue eyes staring at me through large glasses. There were a few freckles around his small nose, so I realised he must have come from Earth, where the UV is harsher. However, besides that, I could tell from one glance he was kind of dim-witted. Say what? When he asked him, he was just standing there. He took a big step back while keeping his eyes on me. It was midday, so it was passers-by as usual. He attracted some of my glances, but he didn't move his eyes away from me. When he regained his senses and looked at his electronic notebook, surveyed his surroundings, looked at me again. What is it? He shrugged his shoulders reflectively and asked me cautiously, This is the 6th Avenue Church, right? I pondered for a moment and replied, No, that name does sound familiar. Is my teacher Miss Agana here? Miss Agana? I repeated his words and couldn't stop myself from giggling. I guess it was true she was teaching. She's here. But wait, isn't it kind of dangerous to be standing there? After being told that, it looked like he finally realised he was smack dab in the middle of the road. Well, I thought he was kind of dim-witted. I did admire his strong steps with stopping forward, carrying all that luggage. Well, it looked like we were transporting large items. So what was it again? Yes? Didn't you say something about vegetables? Ah, yes, cleared his throat and took in a big breath. My name is Chris Kuhn. I'm from Kunko. No matter if we need fresh foods like vegetables or stationery, we are a one-stop source for delivery everywhere to 6th Street. We could await your orders. With that, he finished his clear speech in one go. It was probably totally drilled into him by his parents. Even if he stood up straight, he clearly was shorter than me, Agana was shorter than me, and he was still a bit shorter than her. Oh well, I thought as I pulled back. Looking for Agana, she's inside. Ah, thanks. I guess the fast talk only applied to his spiel. As a Chris I was looking at, now averted gaze and walked into a church. At this point I couldn't figure out if he was a guy or a girl. When he took his raincoat inside the church, my confidence fell further. A threadbare sweatshirt that obviously too large drooped over him. Below that were jeans with apparent legs totally rolled up, as well as a pair of worn down sneakers. His blonde hair was puffed up and rough, as if he'd never used a comb in his whole life. However, when he folded up the raincoat and tried to jam it into a bag hanging across straps over his shoulder, he caught a peek at the chest area, through the overly large neckline of a sweatshirt. My new hunch was Chris was probably a girl. You pervert. Aren't you supposed to be in school now? She's kind of cute actually, isn't she? Kind of sweet. While feeling a bit of guilt, I closed the door and asked, right, now school's in lunch recess, so I'm doing the afternoon deliveries. I see, so guess you guys have long lunch breaks. Which means Chris is in elementary school and student under 14. With a few exceptions, all the elementary schools on the moon had at least 2-hour lunch recess. Since I didn't really go to school, I'd forgotten all about it. Ah, you're here to study while delivering groceries. How did you know? If I left her to her own devices, she'd probably understand up there looking lost. So I started making Chris walk towards me, walk forward with me behind her. We were driving chickens through the yard. You did say so before yourself. You had some questions for Hagan or something? Oh yeah. Even though Chris was very timid, she had purposeful strides. Her outfit was definitely that of low-income earners in the outer districts, but probably immigrants who came here to do menial labour. Even though she wasn't quite that street smart, she made large deliveries to help out her family during lunch recess. I was even studying at the same time. While herding her like a farm chicken, I felt a little envious of her hardiness. When we returned to her living room, it looked like Lisa had done with a phone call and setting a microwave tray on the table. Oh, if it isn't Chris! Good afternoon. Oh right, I guess today was the usual delivery day. I totally forgot about it. Sounds like there's a lot you forget. She was angry with my jab and Minnie shrugged. Really, this is one thing I just can't fix, I guess. While talking, Lisa accepted vegetables and wheat from Chris's giant bag. This time there was a lot. It wasn't a mistake, was there? No problems here. Hello there is also living here now. Before your delivery, we were out of ingredients, so I'd gone elsewhere to pick up some personally. Ah, so that's it. I had heard that you went to some store to shop. I was wondering if it was because I delivered the wrong amount. She was timid and worry-wart. Before Lisa said anything, she rubbed Chris's head gently. This must have been more effective in telling her 100 times not to worry. So I guess you're here for Ghana. How? I'd taken a bottle from Lisa and was stirring its contents when I heard my name mentioned and looked up. What? Go get her Ghana for me. Oh, alright. Well, would you like to make cookies with Chris? I got up from a chair and looked in Chris's direction. It would be best if I didn't have to go call her Ghana. After looking back and forth at her, she replied while staring at the floor. I have a question about a problem and, oh well, I'll give her cookies to her Ghana so she could bring it into class tomorrow. So please look forward to them, okay? Ah, okay. The answer was unexpectedly full of energy and Lisa was also smiling with a satisfied look on her face. I went over to call her Ghana when she peered out from the door after I knocked. I started wondering if Ghana and Chris were really both from the same species. Ghana didn't utter a word while staring at me over the doorway. Perhaps she really was in a bad mood. What? Someone named Chris is here. Said there was something about a problem she couldn't solve. Without her Ghana raised an eyebrow and nodded slowly. I see. She nodded and was about to step back into her room for a bit. Then she opened the door further and looked down the hall. At that moment, Chris was coming over, clutching an electronic notebook, which she probably used for studies. Lisa said she's using the using table, so I've got it. The guy nodded, proceeded to write Chris in, and told me off. You're in the way. While being somewhat irritated, I stepped out of the way because I was actually blocking the entrance to a room. I said in Chris with an apologetic face. I couldn't believe that someone like Chris would be so attached to her Ghana. The world was full of wonders, I thought, as I headed back to the living room. Alright, I guess this is pretty much it. Lisa was spinning around the contents of a bowl while mixing. It's done. All that is left is bacon. Easy, isn't it? It was pretty tiring though. Alright, can you lay a piece of dough out here neatly? Don't get me. Of course it will turn out delicious because you did it till the end. I would want to question the basics of that claim, but it wasn't like she'd give me a proper answer anyway. Giving up, I used a spoon to scoop out some dough, lay it in a microwave tray covered with baking paper. Well then, now this is done, shall we get some lunch? How? You're eating too, right? As long as it doesn't cost any extra. Well, aren't you cute? In either case, I'm not charging you anything, so come eat. Besides, Chris is here today. I was thinking about doing something. Huh, doesn't she just school? Kind of blurted out my response nonchalantly. Lisa smiled at me with a troubled face. There aren't many things that come for free on the moon. I thought back to Chris's small and slim figure. Maybe she didn't have any money to eat lunch. And and she came here for Hagana's math instruction. Lisa said that she was cleaning the cooking implements we had finished using. Chris is also unbelievably smart, but realistically speaking, she wouldn't be able to move onward with her education without a scholarship. Apparently she's going to hone her best subject, maths, and use that to earn a scholarship to go on to college. In other words, this is a one-shot investment aimed at achieving that goal. Her timidness was only on the surface. Deep down, she was a genius. I felt pinpricks in my heart when I saw people like this who came from the earth. I knew it was meaningless and annoyance and envy, but I couldn't do much about it. Well, it was really terrifying one would be Ghana, though. I heard Chris, who no one would be able to teach math to at school, actually called her a genius. When she grows up, she looks like she'll be able to immediately skip into graduate school with a scholarship. I wasn't the type to truly be happy at hearing praise, but all this about Hagana made me think she probably really was doing it as far as maths was concerned. However, both from some personality issues, is there anyone who's good at maths this way? In my diss, Lisa pondered for a moment and chuckled. Well, I wouldn't say they had personality issues, but they do sure have an air of an artist. Chris also says he would ponder problems while sitting in places with nice views. Well, I guess being a genius needs something to balance it out. Started to wonder why my recent issues were not trading well had to do with disappearance of this excitement. I felt while I didn't really have a place to settle down. Not to mention Hagana, but Chris, if you listen to her, sounded like he was built on stubbornness as well. It wasn't a simple fare to skip lunch to come to learn from Hagana. Coming here for studying while running errands during breaks of a school day. However, once I thought that far, I suddenly realised something. If Hagana were that talented in maths, could she have been of some use in trading? What is it? Huh, nothing. I had stopped settling down the cookie dough and started up again hurriedly. The idea was still bouncing around in my head. When I'd started trading, I tried out various techniques. However, one thing I didn't try to use was use maths for trading. A field with such dignified titles as financial engineering was something that would be way too difficult for someone like me who never really went to school. It was something you'd learn in graduate school after learning maths as an undergrad, so it wasn't something I could really try out. But while Hagana was quite talented in maths, I'd finished out laying the cookies. It felt like it would be a good idea to look into it further. All done? Yeah. Even before baking them, it looked like the cookies were about to give off a buttery scent. Lisa picked up a tray, put it in the microwave, and gave it a good twist. Alright, let's go get some lunch, okay? In sync with a suggestion, I took off my apron and shoved it at Lisa. Don't need lunch. What? Hey, wait, how? I ignored Lisa's demands and ran back to my room. Then I turned on my computer and raced to open my search engine. Investment methods using maths was something that the pros used to make buttloads of cash. There's something more encouraging being able to use that. Bearing that hope in my heart, I dove into the net. It's 5. Startled by a voice, I sprang up. Ah, I see where this is going. It's time for the either dinner or shopping trip. Tell you what, let's do that next episode, shall we? Probably a good point to stop here. Got to meet a new character, and it's a good point to chat when we get to a new scene change. Well, as ever, thank you very much for watching. My name has been Flood. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.